Welcome back to the Step-by-Step English Podcast. I am your host, Alex. Today we have a very exciting and slightly different episode for you all. We are going to learn some serious English skills today. But do not worry because we are going to keep it completely fun and easy. Today we are actually looking at things that students learn in the 4th grade. We will talk about a big concept called scarcity. We are also going to learn about text evidence, prefixes, suffixes, and writing narratives. And of course, my amazing co-host Emma is here to make everything crystal clear. How are you doing today, Emma?
I am doing fantastic, Alex. Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. I am very excited to dive into these topics because they really improve your English. Understanding these skills makes reading and speaking much easier.
I definitely need all the help I can get with my reading. Sometimes I read an article and forget what it was about 5 minutes later. I think that is why citing text evidence is so important. But before we get into the heavy reading stuff, let us talk about scarcity. What in the world does scarcity mean?
Scarcity is actually a very simple idea from economics. It means that there is a limited amount of resources to meet unlimited wants. Basically, there is just not enough of something for everyone who wants it. We use the adjective form scarce when something is hard to find.
Oh, I completely understand that feeling. That happens in my house every single time we order pizza. There are only 8 slices, but we always want to eat at least 12. So the pizza slices are a scarce resource. Is that how I use the word?
Yes, that is a perfect example of how to use the word. You just naturally use the word in a great context. Let us look closely at the word scarcity itself. It comes from the root word scarce.
Wait a minute. Root words are another thing on our 4th grade list today. A root word is like the base or the foundation of a word, right? Like the trunk of a tree before the branches grow.
That is a wonderful way to describe it, Alex. Yes, the root is the core part of the word that holds the main meaning. We can add letters to the beginning or the end to make new words. Adding to the end is called a suffix.
Okay, so we started with scarce. Then we chopped off the letter E and added ity. So ity is the suffix that turned an adjective into a noun. This is blowing my mind. Can we do prefixes too?
Absolutely. We can talk about prefixes. A prefix is a group of letters added to the beginning of a word. Let us take the root word wrap. If you wrap a present, it is covered in paper.
But what if I want my present right now? I have to take the paper off. So I add the prefix un to the front. I unwrap the present.
Exactly, Alex. The prefix un means not or opposite. Another great prefix is re, which means to do again. If you write something poorly, you have to rewrite it.
I have to rewrite my podcast scripts all the time. Okay, so we have scarcity, root words, prefixes, and suffixes. Now what about this citing text evidence thing? It sounds like we are in a courtroom. Your Honor, the text clearly states that the pizza is mine.
It does sound a bit legal, but it is very common in English classes. Citing text evidence means proving your thoughts using the exact words from a story or article. You cannot just guess what is happening. You have to show exactly where the author gave you the information.
That actually sounds really useful. So if I say the main character is angry, I need to prove it. I cannot just say he is angry because I think so. I have to say I know he is angry because on page 4 the author says he yelled and slammed the door. Is that citing text evidence?
Yes, that is brilliantly explained, Alex. You just made an inference about his feelings and backed it up with facts. An inference is a smart guess based on clues. The text did not say he was angry, but his actions proved it.
Wow, I feel like a 4th grade genius right now. What is the next thing on our list? It has something to do with telling a story, right? Complex narratives with characters and feelings.
Yes, a complex narrative goes beyond just listing events. Instead of saying we went to the store and bought apples, it adds depth. It includes what the characters are thinking and feeling during the events. This makes the story much more engaging to read.
I see what you mean. So a better narrative would be I nervously walked into the store wondering if the scarce apples would be sold out. My heart pounded as I saw one single shiny red apple left on the shelf. How was that for a narrative?
That was an excellent complex narrative, Alex. You included the vocabulary word scarce. You also included your internal thoughts and physical feelings like your heart pounding. Now we just need to talk about research skills.
Oh, research is easy. You just type your question into the internet and click the first link, right? That is what I always do when I need to know something. Is there a better way?
Actually, clicking the first link is not always the best research skill. Good research means looking at multiple sources to make sure the information is true. You need to check if the author is an expert on the topic. You should also check if the information is up to date.
Okay, I guess I need to step up my research game. No more trusting random blogs about alien pizzas. I think it is time to put all these skills to the test. Emma, are you ready for our 10-round roleplay challenge? We are going to use all the words and skills we just talked about.
I am completely ready for the challenge. Set the scene for us, Alex. Where are we and what are we doing?
We are 2 explorers lost in a huge sandy desert. We have been walking for hours and the sun is incredibly hot. I look into my backpack and sigh heavily. Emma, we have a huge problem here.
What is the matter, Alex? You look very worried. Are we out of supplies?
The situation is very bad. Water is a very scarce resource right now. I only have 1 small bottle left in my bag. I am feeling extremely hopeless.
Do not panic yet, Alex. Let us use our research skills. I brought the Desert Survival Guidebook with me. Let me quickly look at the index to find the section on finding water.
Okay, you read the book, and I will guard the scarce water bottle. Tell me what the author says. I need some good news right now, or I might cry.
I found a chapter called Uncovering Hidden Water. Notice the prefix UN there. The author states that certain cactus plants store liquid inside. According to the text on page 40, we should look for the barrel cactus.
Wait, how do we know this book is right? Did you check the source? Maybe the author is just someone who likes looking at sand on the internet?
Good question about our research sources. The author is Dr. Arid, and she has studied deserts for 30 years. The text evidence clearly shows her credentials in the introduction.
Okay, I will trust Dr. Arid. I am looking around, but everything just looks like sand and rocks. Oh, wait, I see something green over there near that large rock. My heart is racing with excitement.
That is a great complex narrative detail. You described your racing heart to show your feelings. Let us walk over to that green plant. Yes, it matches the description of the barrel cactus in the book.
I am going to carefully cut the top off. Wow, the book was right. There is moisture inside this plant. I guess our water supply is not so scarce anymore.
We should be careful not to overuse it, though. Scarcity is always a threat in the desert. Let us reread the section to see how to extract the water. Notice I used the prefix re in reread.
You are such an amazing teacher, even in a desert survival situation. The text says we should mash the inside pulp to get the liquid. I am making an inference that it will not taste very good. But survival is more important than taste.
Your inference is logically correct based on the situation. Plants in the desert usually have a bitter taste to stop animals from eating them. The author mentions this bitter defense mechanism on page 42.
I am citing text evidence right now. Page 42 also says, do not drink too much at once or you will get sick. So we will just take small sips. I am feeling so much more confident about our survival now.
Me too, Alex. We successfully used our vocabulary, prefixes, narratives, and research skills to survive. I think we make a great team.
We definitely do make a great team, Emma. And we survived our 10-round roleplay perfectly. Thank you so much for teaching us all these amazing 4th grade skills today. It turns out that citing evidence and knowing about prefixes can actually save your life. At least in our imaginary desert they can. To all our listeners out there, we hope you enjoyed this episode. Try to find a scarce resource in your house today and practice making inferences. Do not forget to subscribe to the Step-by-Step English podcast. Keep practicing your English, and we will see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everyone.